It's that time again where we have gone shopping for the new seasonal home decor for the summer. And I can't wait to show you what I got because it's a lot. And actually, my arms are hurting because it's pretty heavy. So as I put all this stuff, because we have a lot to get through today, I want to share all the things that I bought from Hobby Lobby because your girl went shopping and I did it without guilt. Because I have a plan for all the home decor that I want to show here for the summer, and I got inspired by what's already out there. We're going to dive right in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's begin. The overall theme is an Italian summer squeeze. So we're incorporating the blues that are already done for my Easter home decor and how I decorated my home. But we're removing all the Easter stuff and kind of keeping that Italian blue and white theme, but we're adding a pop of yellow. The first item that I got at Hobby Lobby was these market square napkins. They're an 18-inch by 18-inch, and they came with 4. They were $6.50, and I got the gingham yellow because I am going for the butter yellow. I know lemons tend to be more of a brighter yellow, and I'm going to still put that in there because I want the lemon to be part of the summer theme, but I'm going for more of the butter yellow. So as much as possible, when it comes to incorporating this yellow, it's going to be more of the softer. These are the napkins. I decided to put a tablescape together. I don't have a dining room table yet. I mentioned this in a previous video, but this is going to be the napkins that I set up, and just to inspire you to do the same. The next item that I bought were along the lines of the tablescape, and it's again Market Square with Hobby Lobby. These are napkin rings. They're 4-inch by 4-inch. And again, we're incorporating the blue within the tablescapes. I got the blue hydrangeas since this is already a blue that I have within my home. Well, actually, if you don't know, I have a 3D printer. And I'm going to be ordering the yellow filament, which is basically the thing that prints out and the color. And I was going to do this for yellow. I was thinking of printing out like little lemons to add to it and just kind of hot glue it in. So that way it's kind of like the lemon, but it's in the butter yellow. This is the napkin rings that are going to house this. And we see the beautiful contrast. I love this theme. I love the elements and how much it's contrasting with each other and how it looks together. It's just so stunning. I got 4 of those, and those weren't on sale. Just FYI, when you go in the in-between aisles, sometimes they're not on sale and sometimes they are. It just depends. The next thing that I got from Hobby Lobby is this beautiful fabric. Probably bought too much, but basically, it has the yellow and the blue print. What a crazy way to see how life manifests. Granted, if these were lemons, like the little flowers, I would have lost my mind. I got 2 yards of this. I probably should have just bought 1, but I was thinking that my table is a 6-foot table and 3 feet is 1 yard. Basically, this is going to be my table runner. The fabric that I put on my DIY mood board comes from the fabric that I did buy. I love that it incorporates the green because we're going to add a little bit of greenery into the tablescape. Obviously, the soft yellow, the gingham, which matches the napkins. When I tell you I saw this fabric, I was like, oh my gosh, it's literally the perfect combination of everything that I want to incorporate. So this is going to be the table runner that I put on the table when I show you all. Next on the items that I did buy was also from Market Square. They got these boxwood placemattings and they came in a circle shape. Let me see the inches. They are 15 inches by 15 inches and it was 1 piece for $4.49. I absolutely love this because like I said, I'm going to be incorporating more greenery when it comes down to that Italian. Not too much. It's more the blue and white is really amplified with the hints of yellow, but then the greenery is kind of like the 20% that you'll see throughout my home and incorporating that. And I love the boxwood leaves for going into the summer. It gives it a light feeling and it also gives you kind of like a refreshing feeling, which is what the overall theme for that Italian summer squeeze is. When you're going to Italy or Greece and you're in those blue and white homes, you're just heaven. I want to bring a little heaven to my home. These are going to be the placemats that I will put on the tablescape. Again, I can't wait for you to see how it comes out. But I absolutely love this. And I bought 4 of them. Probably should have bought more, but they sell these year round, so I can always go back and get them. If not, I can get them around the time of Easter, because that's usually when you'll see a lot of them. The next item that I bought, for obvious reasons, because the whole theme wouldn't be complete without our lovely bag of lemons. I found these where the ribbons and the wreaths are. This is by Fresh Picked Market. It was $10.99. There was no percentage off. I don't know if this fell into the spring decor because the spring decor was like 40% off. But these are a bag of lemons. One thing I love about these lemons is that it comes with different sizes. As you can see here, there are smaller lemon and then bigger ones. I could do a bowl of lemons. This is more of a brighter yellow than what I'm going for. But if it is a lemon, I don't mind it, incorporating that color into my home decor. But again, the goal for my overall seasonal decor for summer is more of that butter yellow. But again, we can add some of the brighter yellow because it is a lemon. Can't change how God made lemon. The next thing that I brought, and I think I'm going to use this in the tablescape or even all around, are these yellow beads. It is more on the brighter side, but that's okay, like I said, because we're incorporating lemon as well. These were $4.99, and it is a 72-inch long. And I bought 2 of them because they were 2 that were only there. I can incorporate this somewhere, either on my office area or in the tablescape, just to add, again, pops of yellow. So that's the biggest thing you'll see here. In my videos, you'll see a lot of yellow. I bought 2 of these and have a lot of blue. I'm going to kind of emphasize with the accent colors of yellow. The next thing that I bought, so let's see, because it's a surprise for you and I since it was wrapped. Oh, I bought this vase. Does it have a top on it? I don't know. No, it doesn't have a top, but it is in the overall print that I already have in my home. It is taped together, but there is I really want to know if I can take this off. No, it's too much. I will take it off when it's but there is an inside. I was thinking this can be the centerpiece for my tablescape. I actually will show you the original vase that I was going to go with, and I can put it in my office, but the tablescape is something that I'm incorporating, and I really wanted to ramp up the blue and white on the tablescape because it's not like the rest of my house where it has blue already. I bought this because it is in alignment. It does match the plates that I am going to be using. So I am going to be using the scallop plates in my home goods decor for the spring. I will leave that link down below if you haven't gone see it. So that way you can get an idea of all the things that I bought now and where the direction that I'm going towards when it comes down to putting together that dining room tablescape idea. But this is the centerpiece. I was thinking of filling it up with blue hydrangeas and yellow flowers. I thought this was so cute. This was $10.99 with nothing off. But again, thought it was so cute. And I'm really going to amplify the amount of flowers that are in here because I really want a statement piece. But also I was thinking more realistic because when people put these huge centerpieces on their tables, just they probably take them off because you can't really have a conversation. So I'm going big for the flowers, but also keeping it small and light for the table. Another item that I bought 4 of these. I bought these glass cups that have lemons throughout it, mimicking the Anthropology icon cup, but it has a little stem. The yellow around the rim was so cute. This was part of their spring collection, which was 40% off. We only know this because we have the spring label. If you know, you know. And this was $7.99 with 40% off. I got 4 of these because, again, this is more for the scape and the table setting that I want to do here. Once I'm done filming, I don't keep the table decorated. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. I would probably take it off. Hopefully in the near future when we get a house, I would love to incorporate a formal dining room setting and then the regular kitchen setting. So that's what I got. I love this. It's giving summer. A very cool, refreshing drink in our cup. Yes, please. The next thing I wanted to show you is the centerpiece. Let me get it out. The original centerpiece that I was going to use, I'm still going to keep this. I'm not going to return it because it's something that I can incorporate that's more timeless throughout each season. This cute little geometric shape One thing I've learned from a creator on social media when it comes down to choosing pots, you want to choose pots, especially with floral design, is that with a smaller mouth. If it comes out wide, but it has a smaller mouth, that's ideal because they kind of hold the florals in place. I love how cool the texture is. This is a very geometric thing that's pretty much all over everywhere in the aesthetics. But it gives a little, fun vibes. And again, we can use this in every season, in any season. And it was $6.99 for this. And it's solid. It's solid inside. I can't see, but it's a little beat up. But I don't mind that. It kind of gives it a little character. It's been used. Hobby Lobby's pots are always beat up. I don't know why. But this is pretty awesome. I don't know how many inches this, but my head, this. But this is something I'm going to use probably in the near future and or somewhere, maybe in the bathroom, maybe in the office. But this was the original centerpiece that I wanted to use, but I went with the blue and white vase instead. So the next thing that I bought, and I think this is the same thing more than once. Sometimes I don't remember what I bought. Oh, yes. This was cute. I probably bought more for the tablescape, it seems like. But I bought these cute little lemon cups. Like, come on. It just is so cute. It's from the Market Square. It was $2.49, nothing percent off. And they have a whole lemon section, which is what I got all of the napkins and the napkin rings. They were all in the middle section in my Hobby Lobby. This is so cute. I could put this in the bathroom, in the kitchen area. I can always go back and get more if I need more. I love that it is on the softer yellow side. It's not the butter, but it is mild color versus what we're used to when it comes down to lemon. Let me just show you. If I can show you this. You see how this one is just a lot lighter? This is very, very bold and bright when it comes to the being yellow. I got 2 of those. And then I forgot I got these. I bought this cute little, cupcake stand. It was $5.99 with 40% off because it was part of their spring shop collection. I got 2 of these and a few things I was thinking. One, I could put a couple of lemons on here, or if I wanted to kind of incorporate this and then put a little baby's breath flowers on here, it could go on the table. It could go anywhere, right? If it's all the same height, it kind of looks boring. We give it a little dimension of like different heights and using odd numbers. If you do this and you elevate this one, and then let's say, for instance, this lemon cup is on top, it just gives it a different dimension, or even maybe not the same cup, but we put a little flower here. Again, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then maybe a little bit of flowers underneath. It gives it a really nice pop and makes it interesting for the eye. That's the one thing I've learned about decorating is that how do I make it more creative? People are going to love everything you do in your home. Sometimes people just love that you're that creative. But I think for me, the compliments kind of mean that there's something going on and I don't know how it's put together, but I truly love that it is. And it looks aesthetic. Aesthetically pleasing is something that goes on in the eyes and you don't know what it is, but it goes together. And these are little strategies that I've learned over time from interior designers that I incorporate into more of my seasonal home, creating balance. Or going with odd numbers when it comes down to the shelving in my office space or putting things in the bathroom. It's just these little tweaks, these little details that I've shifted, and I think it makes it more interesting and developing my creativity when it comes down to decorating my home. Just sharing some fun facts of tips that I've learned along the way because it's really been the game changer of how I decorate. Next on the list are these flower stems that I got. Again, it's part of the overall centerpieces that I'm going to do. I love flowers that are realistic, and so I got 4 of these. I'm trying to put them down here, but this is the blue hydrangea that I got. I have a lot of baby blue hydrangeas. I decided to get more of the darker blue because the Italian theme in itself, when we look at the fabric for the mood board, it's more of a deeper blue or darker blue. I saw these floral stems. They are from Floral Accents, and this was $3.99. It was in the wedding section of Hobby Lobby. This wasn't in the floral section because I think it would have had a longer stem. This is probably made for maybe mini bouquets or wreaths. I'm going to show you the idea that I have for the centerpiece is that it's a bunch of flowers, and this is kind of sticking in, but it creates such a dimension because of the color scheme. So let me pull that together. So I got 4 of these to incorporate into the centerpieces. And then continuing on the flower train, we have a lot of flowers to show you this time, because I remember for a long time I haven't been showing you flowers. So I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to show you a little bit of my vision just to get you to subscribe, so that way you can see the outcome of what I create. But at least you get to see the behind the scenes of me creating it. I won't show you all of the flowers, but just kind of like one stem each. I got these flowers. They are giving bush like baby's breath. And it's a little bit of the yellow $7.49 for the floral. And it was in their floral section, kind of away from not the main entrance. These type of flowers tend to be in the sections where the greenery is. I got it because obviously the butter yellow that we see here on the leaves, it's obviously matching the overall aesthetic. I wish I knew the names of these flowers, but they're just called floral. This was also $7.99, and this was more of a lighter blue, which is something I already have, but I wanted more of like a wild flower. You're running through a field full of flowers. It's just all over the place. When we're putting these together, and you see, it's just like all over the place. It's chaotic, but it's put together. We have the blue and the yellow, and then with this royal blue stem, I was going to just kind of stick them in there. And you see, well, it's not the best. Let's see if we put it here. We're going to fix it up. As his subscribe button, so you can see how it turns out. But that's what I wanted to create. I wanted to bring in more of the darker blue. And I love real silk or real touch flowers. These aren't real touch. It's like my hair in the morning. It's just curly. It's just everywhere. And it's just like, whoa. My husband's really good. When I wake up, I look crazy. If you have curly hair, if you know someone who curly hair, just know whenever they wake up, it's just they're flying all over. That's basically what these flowers remind me, my curls. So bringing that personality of like being all over the place, yes, please. This is what we're going for. Again, if we can kind of see, this will be the top of the centerpiece and into that blue and white vase. And then with little hints of that dark blue aesthetic, just to kind of bring dimension, kind of bring a different color palette to kind of match with the overall Italian theme. I love this. Another flower that I got, again, I wish I knew the name. I don't know the name. But this one is from the brand called Freshly Picked. And these are more of the butter yellow. And this was $8.49. And I think this was part of their spring shops. It's a great time to buy flowers. But again, look how all over the place these flowers are, just different sizes. They have like little fuzzies on the leaves. I don't know if you can see. Can we see? I don't know if you can, but it's a little fuzzy. We incorporate this into here, and now we have flowers just everywhere, just coming out. It's just like you're running through a field of the meadow where it's just nothing but flowers, and it's all over the place and very organic. That's the goal of what I was trying to share. We have more flowers. I brought a lot of them, and I think running through a meadow of flowers is probably the most freeing thing a person could do, especially if something you love. It doesn't give me organization, and I think I'm doing that on purpose. It's just because I want my flowers to feel free and incorporate that into the theme, because I think summer is all about just kind of letting go and just relaxing and letting the summer breeze bake on your skin and enjoying that sun kiss from the sun. And do we see where we're going here? Give me a like on this video if you see what I'm doing. I could sound crazy, and I'm okay with that, because my husband's always like, you don't always sound crazy. But the fact that you said I don't always means sometimes I do. I love him, but it's the truth. The next thing that I want to showcase is gift wrapping from the party section. Love the blue stripes, because like if we wanted to incorporate blue stripes maybe on another time, like this is a great thing to add. This was $4.99. The party stuff is not usually on sale ever, but I thought this was so cute. I was just roaming around the store trying to find something that inspires what I'm trying to create. So this was something I wanted to do. Buying things in strategy is a very different experience for me nowadays, and I think I'm ready to share that creative process with you and what I'm doing to be a lot more strategic, because a lot of my older videos, I would just buy things just because I was buying them, and there was just no strategy to why I was buying them. So that's what you're seeing, the intentionality of what it is. I want to even hone in on that, really diving into what am I looking for and trying to find it. It sometimes stresses me out when it comes down to shopping, because if I can't find the thing that I have in my head, I do get frustrated. But we learn to surrender, or that's part of the creative process. It's kind of like being flexible to maybe it wasn't a lemon teacup that you had in mind, but now it's a lemon stand. Just allowing the fluidity of creativity to flow throughout the process. Still being flexible, but also being strategic. That is the goal. If you want to see me clean up and kind of decorate, hit that subscribe button. And if it is the next video on here, I'm doing room by room. If it's already out, you're in luck. So now go feel free to watch that video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time.